Hi everybody, it's Ramona here again from Connect to Your Angels. How are you doing? I hope you all had a great week last week. For those of you who were watching the videos and you heard me talk about the costume party that I was going to, where the guests were invited to come dressed as a movie character, I did get some good guesses from you guys, but nobody guessed what I dressed up as. So here's the answer. I went as Arwen, who is an elf, queen, I guess, from Lord of the Rings. So if you want to check out my Facebook page at Connect to Your Angels, you can see some pictures there that I posted, but it was a really, really fun time. And if you ever have a costume party and you're looking for a theme, I highly recommend it because there were some fantastic costumes at this party. Let me tell you, some people went all out. So we are getting into the month of June. My move is imminent. You can probably see some boxes in the background. We're living in a sea of boxes. So I'm actually going to be doing the reading right now, which will be for June 10th through the 16th. And then I'm going to post the reading for the next week after that as well, because stuff's going to be packed up and we're moving. And I don't even know if I'm going to find my cards or not. So this is going to be a reading with the Archangel deck because it's the only one I have out at the moment. The rest are packed, and we'll go ahead and get started. So this is going to be the reading for June 10th through the 16th, and we'll pick our 3 cards like we always do, and we'll see what we get. All right, and I'll pick one more. Whoa, we got to grab that one. Okay, so beginning of the week, Monday and Tuesday. Gifts from God. Ooh, I love that one. Who wouldn't want that? Actually, right off the bat, okay, so the main thing, the biggest gift from God that we all have are our guardian angels. They are a gift. They really are. And so oftentimes we forget that we have them, right? That they're there, and we can call on them for anything. When you don't work with your guardian angels, it's kind of like, you wake up in the morning, you go down for breakfast, and you see this beautiful, like this most amazingly wrapped present that you've ever seen in your life. And it's sitting in there on the table, and it says, "To you from God," and yet you don't open it, right? Like, who wouldn't want to tear into that and open it right away? So that's what your angels are. They're a gift to you from God. So they're saying, again, a few of you have been, getting a little lax and calling on them for stuff, or maybe only working with them on big things, right? But you can use them for everything. So your life will go so much easier, trust me, when you, start working with them on a regular basis. So right off the bat, that's came through very loud and clear. Now the other message that's on this card, over here, is saying the angels are bringing you gifts from God and to open your arms to receive. So some of you are working with your angels and yet not seeing some tangible results. When that happens, it's often a sign that on a subconscious level you have some blocks in being open to receive, or feeling that you are worthy to receive, right? Sometimes we don't really know where that stuff comes from, or we might not even recognize it on a conscious level. It could be very deep in our subconscious, stuff that we've carried over from past life, where maybe we took vows of poverty and things like that, so we don't feel that in this lifetime, we need to have material items, or we don't feel worthy of them, or whatever. But really, the angels are always saying that you have just as much right to that stuff as anybody else. So, we need to work on removing some of those blocks. And a great tool to do that are to work with affirmations. And I probably sound like a broken record because I've talked about affirmations before. They're a very simple tool and yet highly effective. So if you feel like that could be your case, where you have some blocks about being, worthy to receive or being open to receive, then you can start to work with some affirmations. Things like, I am worthy, I'm open to receiving all the good that is coming to me now, and things like that. So you can probably find some affirmations through Google searches, and I have a whole list. If you want to get some of the affirmations that I suggest, you can email me at spiritualmailman@connecttoyourangels.com, and just remember that the 2 is the number 2. Connect to your angels, it's the number 2. So again, that's spiritualmailman@connecttoyourangels.com. And if you work with those affirmations every single day, you will likely notice a transformation happening, okay? So I want you to think about that, especially for Monday and Tuesday, about, being open to receiving things. And especially if new things come your way that normally, like, you'd be really quick to just shut it down and say, no, that's not for me, or I don't feel comfortable with that, or whatever. Take a second to really think about that on Monday, Tuesday, because some things might be coming your way that you need to take a second look at. So basically they're saying, don't be so quick to judge. Take a moment and do your due diligence. And it might not be for you after all, but do your due diligence and check it out. Check it out thoroughly. Do, whatever you need to do to kind of feel it out and see, because it might be something they are putting in your path for a reason that you need to pay attention to that, okay? Monday, Tuesday. So that's a lot there going on. A lot of messages for Monday, Tuesday. Okie dokie. Middle of the week, Wednesday, Thursday, we have moon cycles. That's kind of a neat card. And I will just read you what that says because it's kind of small to see from there. It says, notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations and capitalize upon these cycles. Now, I'm trying to think if we have a full moon or a new moon coming up, and off the top of my head, I've totally lost track. But I'll check that and then go back to my Facebook page, which is also Connect to Your Angels and still the number 2. If there is a full moon or a new moon, I'll post that on there. You can check it out yourself on a calendar. But the thing is to start working with the moon energies because, and I think there is something coming up in the middle of the week. On a full moon, it's all about releasing, right? Getting rid of stuff that no longer serves you. And on the new moon, it's about manifesting. So it could be the new moon that's coming up, which would really tie into the message about being worthy to receive. So then you can, manifest that stuff and bring it into your life so it's not being blocked. So I'm really interested now. I got to go check that out, what's going on with the moon this week. But tune into that. Some of you feel it more acutely than others. Some of you know if you are affected by things that go on in the solar system. Like you might, when there's solar flares and things of that nature, you probably already have a sense of whether that affects you or not. So if you know that you are affected by, cosmic type things and events, then you'll really want to pay extra attention to that, okay? So that is for Wednesday, Thursday. And then into the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we have this beautiful clairvoyance card. Really pay attention to things you're seeing on the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That includes dreams or even a nightmare if you have nightmares. But pay attention to notice if you keep having repetitive dreams, repetitive themes in your dream, or repetitive symbols in your dream, or in your waking hours, or if you're seeing the same type things in your everyday life, right? It could be words that you keep seeing everywhere, or like pictures of something. So again, it's the repetition. That's your cue to know that that is something coming from spirit that you need to pay attention to. So on the weekend, just start to notice if you're seeing, some kind of repetitive pattern. It could also be numbers. A lot of you connect with number sequences. So if you start seeing 444, that's a sign the angels are around. They're hearing you. They're listening to you. If you see the 111 or 1111, that's them telling you to remember to pay attention to your thought patterns, because whatever you're thinking, you are broadcasting out to the universe, and that's going to come back to you a million times stronger. So you want to make sure you're broadcasting positive thoughts so you get more positive in your life, and not broadcasting out the negative stuff to get more of that negative junk back that we don't want, right? So pay attention. You might start seeing the number sequences, like I said. If you do, a great resource is the numbers. I forget what it's called. Doreen Virtue has a book, and it's all about deciphering the number patterns and the number sequences. And if you're on iPhone, I think there's even an app that you can download for that. It's handy because when you see it all the time, people are like, what does that mean? What does that? And it drives them crazy, right? Because they don't know how to decipher it. So if you have that tool, then you can quickly look and go, oh yeah, that's what that's all about. Okay, that makes sense, right? So there you have it. That's another reading for another week. Wish me smooth and easy breezy move coming up, but I'm sure it's all gonna go great. And probably I'm gonna do one more video for the following week in June, and then the video after that I'll be in my new dig, so you'll be able to check it out, my new healing space, which I'm very excited about. So stay tuned. Have a great week, everybody. Stay safe. Have some fun in the sun. I hope it's sunny where you are. We've been living in so much rain. I'm so excited the sun is shining today. And we'll see you here next week. Take care.